waste love for nothing? Why do waste love for nothing? Why do waste love? Only based on confusion. It's the execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe that's what I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give it about what they say.
Store. A lot of us have the other phone now. You guys taking your tablets?
No. I don't really see any time for me to watch it anyways.
Welcome back, everyone, to Orchard Park, just south of Buffalo. It's Falcon football as we resume play in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. It's caught at the 10.
Ah, it's my fault. I put him off.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
I see it.
Calvin Ridley, 45 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Andre Roberts now to return it.
Oh.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their
Right, we gotta get
a look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. From midfield, here's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. The left side caught by Diggs. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. open left side is Brown. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Auschka adds the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Oh, now you want to play?
Steven Auschka to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Really don't need a turnover, but I want a turnover.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
I keep doing that little swing pass to the sideline.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Or like, for example, the tight end runs
up second down.
while I'm on the quarterback.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
Blast! Let's go.
And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for time.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And 5 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught.
Come on.
Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Oh, if he would have turned around, he would have intercepted that. Right?
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ryan will throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout.
They only have 7 seconds. They're not
left in the
scoring in
first
7
half.
seconds. You already know that.
Play action. It's Ryan.
Oh, my lineman was way over there.
Jones. He's got it at the 15.
1 second.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Watch, I'll block it.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just
Damn,
think
so
that
close.
puts you in top 35
You have to wait till you
range
see like square
all
above
time in
your
the NFL
person
in
and
terms
then
of number of catches. One significant guy
I have
in
blocked
that
it
number,
before.
Shannon Sharp,
Like,
who was a tight end.
preseason.
That's big time play right there.
I don't know which preseason it was because I have like 5. Because I have like 5 going right now.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
When Madden
I
gives
wouldn't
you
change
good
it up until they
animations.
showed me a reason to do so.
Off the play fake, Barkley.
You let it roll around your back. Come on.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Barkley.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barkley. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. First carry for the second-year running back. It's Devin Singletary. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills have retaken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Not blowing coverage, but just put him off. Everything's blown something because it wasn't you.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
It's never the person who's controlling it.
Right? To them,
that's
not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
Basically, you blame everybody else for what you
that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Three yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd down.
First throw off the bench for the veteran Schaub.
Oh!
And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion.
Those Madden animations, right?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now Schaub. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 45-yard line.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Okay. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Down at the 30-yard line.
Ball's what he's got to
Gain
handle.
of 15. First down, Atlanta.
Here's Schaub. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Schaub. That's complete to Smith. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 39 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions,
all right, well,
and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 36 yards on the play.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
And he's going to go down.
What?
Back near midfield at the 49.
Okay.
Allen Bailey in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, and he's going to go down. They sack him
I covered that guy because he checks down to him.
Epinesa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the Bills now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at their 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
10 at the 45.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Back to throw.
Come
And
on.
that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
19-yard line.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 10 more there and another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
People watching this one right here gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
What just happened? No way. No way.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
There's no way. That's just...
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Dude, there's no way. I mean, we got to go the whole length of the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was.
That's just... Oh my God.
There's no way.
There's no way. Madden just...
That is ridiculous.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I mean, who do they think we are, Georgia?
Huh?
Oh my God. We're gonna play that, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna start off.
That was just crazy. Me and you both looked at each other like...
Which one?
Oh, look at that.
Where? Oh.
I have like 15. One I play with Paul. I have one in Madden 2 with Paul.
Play preseason game.
Yeah,
Play full game.
Oh, that's crazy.
What? And monkey stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah, unbelievable.
After that amazing drive you did.
Yeah.
That's just nonsense.
Because I chewed clock and I scored. Wouldn't have done anything if we had went for 2 either.
Hmm?
Wouldn't have done anything if we went for 2.
Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. A slant to Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
22 yards.
And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved just as you. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th
See how the girls are
now, as he'll kick it away for the second
That's why I wanted to next time.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Sterling Hoffrichter in punt formation for the Falcons.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Supposed to be our starters, man.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
They stopped him in his tracks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down.
I don't want to spend a bunch of money, right? So, I mean, if you want to check target as one last effort, I mean, that's a good choice.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away.
Right.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go for personality. That's you.
Well, we're all
Davis,
checked
to
in. The good
another
thing
with
is that we
Orlando,
each
the
get one
coach.
free checked-in
He'll have
bag. So.
stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger
So
than
we're good.
life. No doubt about it. You're stuck with me in
Nothing
this
extra we got to do.
And he's miles away and smiling. And happy.
Yep.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Okay.
On first down, Ryan.
Okay, that works.
And they're able to get this.
All right, love you, baby.
The 35.
Bye.
First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
For the Falcons.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo set to get the football back here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, Allen.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They were trying to go to Brown once again. And it's 3rd down.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen again. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half. So they will go for it on 4th down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
Oh, I had it. And then he knocked it out.
So plenty of action on the field, but, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
You could actually have 2 offensive players in one.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Oh, I thought you were running upstairs to watch the
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. He's going to get his man out of the backfield, complete. 3 yards the game there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Barkley. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
What are you doing?
Operating from the gun. Barkley eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he gets to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
And down he goes.
What are you doing?
Him back right around the 41-yard line. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, Barkley. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they, a dime?
About 15 cents.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath.
Yes, I would, but I saw him get a first down.
Working and call more of that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That lineman couldn't advance the ball.
Matt Barkley sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line.
I literally, my lineman fell down and then he got back
up. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Go! Oh, what a good return.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession
Oh, I thought he
will
was
switch
gone.
hands,
He
first
could have
and
been
10.
gone. He really could have been.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, we've
All the
seen
good
almost
plays.
3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barkley.
What?
They almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10.
Alright, we gotta get this. I'm gonna hit Croft probably.
Off the play fake. Barkley. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And
he was so
got
close.
the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Alright, I got it. I can't mess this up.
They'll try and throw for it here. There's
No!
one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And it's a big turnover
God.
there on
I'm
the
playing so
final
bad
play
right now.
of the quarter. Back now in Buffalo, as we are just about set to go
cannot
here
give
in
up
quarter number
anything.
4. On play action, they'll
Oh,
throw.
they got me there. Let's
And
go!
he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw again on 2nd down. Shaw completes to Zacchaeus. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look.
No! I should have intercepted
Throwing now,
that.
but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one,
So
Russell
strange.
Gage. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wide on the coverage.
Now Shaw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll get
3rd and
nothing out of
about
that
2.
one. That helps the
3rd and
completion
10.
percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
I cannot let them get this. Big conversion right here.
Here's Shaw. He's going to flip
Nope.
one out here to his
They're gonna go
running
for the
back.
field goal.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute it. Isn't
They
it?
missed it.
Part of the
Let's
first
go.
down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The score remains.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal
Men
range,
did pretty
gave them a
good
chance to
defense.
take the
We'll
lead.
try
They
it
come
one
up
more time.
empty, and now you
Gotta wait
wonder,
a little
will
longer.
their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other
Didn't
side,
wait that much
run
longer,
for the
but we got
post,
it.
and this thing could be over. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Oh, come on,
Back
Dad.
to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Got lucky. Sure.
Operating from the gun, Barkley. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's corralled, but not before getting it
what?
inside the 35. 12 yards
That's
that
ha, ha,
time, and
ha.
a Bills 1st down.
And this was a nice example
Oh, wait,
of
how I'm
an
about to
offensive
score?
coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to...
No, I did it again.
Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32.
I did it again.
So how about that
Oh,
for a
come
momentum switch?
on.
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a
I'm
tie
not doing
game.
very good.
You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other
Now we're gonna
direction.
run the clock. Oh my
First carry for
God.
Brian Hill. Defensively,
I did it
Harrison Phillips
again.
there to stop
I can't do
it.
the slant
That's just a
anymore. I
pile of
can't.
bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right?
I
Who
can't
can
do the
stand
slant.
up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, come on!
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But man,
Oh my
his first
God,
step is
it's
so
already at the
quick,
2-minute
too.
warning.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but
I'm
also when you
stressing
run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
No, you gotta be kidding me.
And brought down, but the juke,
God,
a
they're
very
wasting
nice
clock,
juke,
too.
gives him the first down yardage there.
Wide open.
Open is Powell, that's complete.
Leaving him wide
And he's
open.
going to get this inside the 30.
Pardon, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down.
A first down carry for
I
Smith.
called engage 8.
And inside the 20
I
before
called
he's brought down.
engage 8.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. An opportunity for these guys. They come up first and 10 at the 16. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Smith.
Come on, you let him go right past
And he'll be brought
you.
down here at the 3-yard line. The Falcons
I
going
have
to use
7
the
comments,
second
and they're
of
all
their
from my dad.
timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in
embarrassing.
the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Try to punch it in with Smith. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
I'm doing
Now the Bills will
horrible.
use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from
Yes,
the 1.
now I have like 7 comments from me.
Here we go now with Smith. And that's a touchdown.
Don't worry, we'll get it, we'll get it. It's fine,
Here in
we'll
the
get it.
final minute of the 4th. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy.
I'm not going to risk
Think
the
about it this way.
2-point conversion.
Marvin,
I'm going
our
to Google
crack researcher, just
It's
hand us a
my
note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943.
There we go.
43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the 4th quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But hey, now it's still just a 1-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to
We
play
have Hail
for.
Mary.
Here's the Buffalo offense
do?
now as they get set to take over here. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And now here comes their final
Oh
timeout.
my God.
As they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
I'm fine with the tie.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
For Andre Roberts, incomplete. It's
2nd and 10 now from the 27. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And this is incomplete.
No. Alright, fine. fine. It's fine.
Let me start the first quarter.
Oh, come on.
Alright, do this again. Alright, let's do this. Round 9. Hear me? Round 9. Man, you had it. See my emojis?
I had one viewer. I guess you left your phone in there and you're still watching it.
I turned it off. I thought, well, maybe I didn't.
So it's like one viewer. 7 comments from all teams hate me.
I wonder who that guy is. He seems pretty negative. Whoa! I didn't just give up the game.
Tonight.
I gotta start over. I clicked the wrong button somewhere. Open up the door so the puppy's coming. Hey, buddy. What's up, big guy? You didn't know yet, you just told him. Thanks. Look at him depressed now. Right? Right, Abel? Are you depressed?
I mean, he was gonna eventually find out. So I figured something was happening that would eventually destroy like all those people.
You don't have your talons anymore? Your eagle claws?
Hmm?
You got rid of your eagle talons?
Yeah.
Hey! No. What are you doing? Yeah. Probably not where it's supposed to be.
Tonight, from Orchard Park, New York, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They go play action now. Ryan.
Oh, I messed up.
Gonna flare this one out to Gurley in the flat.
I would've had him.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first
caught with the play action.
Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Oh, what's up with our blocking?
And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll run for it with a fullback DeMarco. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They run here with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Lee Smith there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
I can't see when I sit right here. Stand.
Hauschka now to send this away following the score. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10. They're on the 29-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Debo's is the GOAT at Madden.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, I'm
this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to bring that one up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's out of bounds inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
Number 25 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the points that they just had against them.
And Jones has it over the middle.
Flag away.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
They pointed our way, but they said offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ryan able to get this to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It was like 2.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some
Where are the
Yeah,
refs
especially
at?
maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Yeah, this place has notoriously never been kind to visiting field goal kickers. You get those wins that really whip through the inner bowl, not to mention the urban legends about stadium workers opening and closing the tunnel doors.
God.
But for whatever reason, this one winds up off target.
Going deep for Diggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Go!
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Bills.
Forgot we had Diggs in.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st
thought-
and goal
oh, I got
situation.
so mad 'cause I
After
thought it was the
one,
end of the second half.
7-0 on EA Sports. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
How do they have that linebacker that third base stance? See?
Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Yeah, he has the super
Stephon
short.
Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And I played my knee.
There was no going through the progressions
He
on
was
that touchdown
in,
pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver
They
won
overturned
that
this?
route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Yeah, they got it. He had it.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Stephen Hauschka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, but you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
1st down.
Play action. It's Ryan. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. A slant to Jones. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Falcons.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 2nd down.
Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
To throw again, Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and long.
From the gun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun, Ryan. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Sacked in 2 in a row, took him out of field.
Use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here come the Bills. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Are you serious?
So flagged for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
Allen will try again on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. T.J. Yeldon there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see,
what is that?
It struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually...
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking
Hey, I could have covered that guy and hit the guy that I was already covering.
You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over.
Goalpost is always so fun.
It's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I mean, it really was.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
No!
Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Off play action. Barkley. Buying time to his left. Letting one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 43 yards.
And they got rolled on linebacker.
On 1st and 10. Barkley.
No, I told you, I don't trust those.
Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Told you, man.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
I'm not doing any more songs.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
First throw off the bench for the veteran Shaw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Dang it, they're going to call a pass.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Oh. So you're not even allowed to touch the QB after he throws the ball.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Any more
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 9-yard line.
Now Ito Smith. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a third down. Now Shaw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Dang.
21. Falcons 3.
Instead of scoring 7, they scored 3.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
24-yard line.
Throwing an
Bills ready
interception.
to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if it's a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Barkley. He'll air this one out deep for Dick. That's caught at the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Bills will extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this one through the uprights and good. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
End of the 3rd quarter of play with the score
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Schaub. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Smith. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down. 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Falcons.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2 yards to go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And the Falcons 1st down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st down, Atlanta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. From the gun, Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 32 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he returns this to the 22.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. To throw again on 2nd down. Schaub, throw left side, complete. It's Lee. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like,
Installing your game plan.
Today, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Colts ready to go to work here offensively. And it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Phillip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, two of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
He's brought down.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is. Okay? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
41-yard line.
From the 41, Rivers fighting Hilton on the slant. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 59 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
His kick
Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I think the development of Josh Allen as the starting quarterback in Buffalo has been rapid. We knew he had a big arm coming out of college. People question his accuracy, his decision-making a little bit. But I think that continues to improve as well. And the biggest surprise, how well he's used his legs to give him an extra dimension in the running game. And give him credit. His completion percentage last season was up 6 points from the year before. He continues to improve.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 49 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Complete to Martin.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On third down, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7, Bills 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Darius Leonard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and...
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this. They'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Complete to John Brown. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The left side caught by Diggs.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bills have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it brings up...
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards. And that also leads to fourth down.
Another 3-and-out.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 47 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He's got Jack Doyle, and he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Spins by. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
For Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. A final shot before half for Allen. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Rigoberto Sanchez
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Operating from the gun. Allen going deep for Diggs. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 43 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Allen. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Doyle.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Rivers hands this one to Mack.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Colts.
Mack off the draw play. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
40-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
Gain of 18.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Brissett under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. A.J. Epinesa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Back up, Jacoby Brissett. He's got Burton here. And they'll bring him down. A gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
25-yard line.
Still going. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackle miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
the 4th quarter here. They've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground.
A scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 50 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
47-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. First down, Brissett. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Second and 11 now. And that'll set them back 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Score, Bills.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Down by Trey Flowers.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yards on the play. And it's
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback from the University of Georgia, the 12-year vet Matthew Stafford.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have them with 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
1st down carry here for Johnson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Kerryon Johnson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 40-yard run on 1st down.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bills 7, Lions nothing. Now a look at the backup, Daniel. That is caught at the
7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
To throw on 3rd down, Barkley. Oh, they may have gotten lucky. Trying to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Barkley looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them, roar around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Daniels pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Daniel. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Raider on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Bills 14. Lions 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Now Daniel on first down. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game. So far, this one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniel. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Running is Swift. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for it. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So here is holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Tackle there by Saran Neal out of Jacksonville State. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
10 at their own 43-yard line.
And now out come the Bills. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, Barkley. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
Operating from the gun, Barkley. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Bills will extend their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So out now come the Lions. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Daniel on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Epinesa in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Swift. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Barkley. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
His throw incomplete. Tommy Sweeney, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Lions will take over. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I let my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. A.J. Epinesa in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Daniel completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. That escapes the sack. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Barkley. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Barkley. And it's Moss complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off play action. Barkley uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. Way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 67 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Daniel. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Daniel. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last throw for Daniel. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to go down as time is now running out in this game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Today, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Today we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
There as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
A 3-yard loss.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. From the 39, Darnold. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense is his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Ball carrier.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. 3rd and 2, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon.
Darnold's pass.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down.
A first carry for Josh Adams, the Notre Dame product. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The tackle made by
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Brings up 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
36-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He was brought down by...
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, but you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And 4.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Averaged nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first game, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Returnable here for Davis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
From the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
For the Jets.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 15. Shedding the tackle. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in it.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Sam Darnold sacked. A 10-yard loss on the
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, they go with Adams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Throwing again on second down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll see. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
They'll run again with Adams. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Darnold on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 21-yard line.
So here's the possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
24-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
tackle.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
Josh Allen. That's good for a...
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Another carry.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 40.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Allen's throw is complete. And running with power here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 20.
So out now come the Jets. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's got this one complete to Perriman. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was brought down
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 46-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 8-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Darnold from the gun. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Darnold to throw again. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
All right, just call the call.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So Allen's going to look to throw.
30-yard line.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Buffalo, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Start your week by installing your game plan.